so I have pole number 8 in place now. That's 5 poles for today. And I think I'm going to call that enough for today. I could do more. I still got some cleaning up to do here, clean those branches off the ground. But I think that's sufficient for today. It still is fairly humid, so you know, if it was the fall and conditions were cool, I'd probably want to keep on working just to warm up, you know. But I really have no reason to push myself farther than I feel comfortable doing. So I think that's all I'm going to do for today. Got a fair bit done, and it's coming together. Starting to look like a teepee now. So that's all she wrote for today. I gotta get back out of here too, so that takes some time. And we'll see what else I can come up with for the rest of the day. I don't think I'm going to be doing any hiking yet. It's not cool enough, and as far as paddling goes, it's fairly windy, which is nice today because it's kept me cool, that wind. You can see the trees moving up there. You can hear the wind probably too. It's nice. I mean, at times I don't like the wind because I can't paddle in that kind of wind, or I don't want to paddle in that kind of wind. Let's say I can paddle in it, but I just don't enjoy it. Anyways, I got to do a bit of paddling to get out of here today, and what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, we'll see what I can come up with. A lot of times, if I'm stuck inside, I'll be going over maps, satellite shots, and I use Bing Maps, like I say, because Google Maps doesn't show nearly as much detail as Bing Maps satellite shots show, and I can actually see the land better in the Bing Maps, so I can pinpoint areas where I might be able to build a wilderness teepee. Because like I've got 2 started now, and I think I'm going to shoot for 4 or 5. And I'd like at least one of them to be up on a really high spot overlooking maybe some lakes. And I have a spot in mind for that one. I haven't reached it yet, but I'm going to try to get into it at some point. The other wilderness teepees are likely going to be on fairly low ground, let's say, compared to a high spot. And they'll be overlooking a lake too. They'll all be close to the lake, so because I need water. The one I'm going to build up on a high spot, it'll be overlooking lakes, but I'll have to bring in water to that one, which I don't mind for one of them, because I really wanted to have one that was in a really high spot. You get those nice sunrises and sunsets. It's just neat, you know, especially in the fall when you get the colors. Be a nice place to stay there, you know, for a night or two, and just get up in the morning and see that beautiful colors in the distance. Yeah. So that's the intentions. But you know how intentions go. They don't always go as planned, but well, they're not planned, that's why. I mean, so far I started 2 wilderness teepees and none of them are in a spot that I originally chose. So so much for intentions. Anyways, I guess it's a good thing, because sometimes I say too much on my blog, and people who know the area really well might be able to figure out where they are. So when I don't know, then nobody else can know, because I don't really know before I start building in a spot if I'm going to build there or not. Sometimes I'll find a spot, it looks great, and I think, oh yeah, I'll build here. And then I come across something else on the map and say, oh, maybe I'll check that out first. And I end up building in the other spot. So, yeah, that's the good thing about not knowing where you're going or what you're doing. Nobody else can know either. That's the way I've always been, though. I'll be heading out in the morning to one spot, and then I'll think of something else, or something will pop into my mind, or I'll see something and head off in another direction. So there's no sense in telling anybody where I'm going, because they usually a lot of times I'll end up in somewhere different. Anyways, I'm just going to cool off now, then I'm going to get back in the yak and head out.